Hey everybody, Audra here, also known as Twisted Chalker, and I am your independent creator with Magnolia Design Company. And in a couple days ago, Wednesday night, I was doing an impromptu live, sort of impromptu, and I told you I would come on tonight to do the quad kit. I probably should have gotten myself together before I turned the phone on. The quad kit, the Valentine Love quad kit. And when I ordered the frames, I just knew that I had the stencils. And I knew that I knew that I knew. And normally I double check myself, but I didn't double check myself this time. And so I knew that I knew that I knew, but then I ended up being wrong. So I don't have the Love stencils to do that particular kit. Let me show you. So it was this kit right here that I had planned on doing with these 4 Love quad stencils, the black chalk paste and the squeegee, and then the little frames. And I tried to order the stencil today, and it's out right now. They are out of stock, so we have to wait for them to come back in. So it was such a letdown for me, and I thought instead of just not doing the live, like I said I was going to do a live tonight, I thought I'd go ahead and come on and do something different. Because trust me, I have plenty on hand to do stuff with. So, just as a little reminder, we also had the Valentine rolling pin kit that comes with the paste and the squeegee and the rolling pins and the sponge to paint it and a little ribbon to decorate it with. And your 4 stencils. It comes one, you just cut them apart and use them. And I don't know if you saw the live. If you didn't, here are just a couple of them. Be Mine, XOXO. This is how they turned out. So I'm just kind of setting them there for now. I don't know if you can see the whole tray. It's kind of far back. I might pull the table closer from now on so you can see better. Anyway, but before we get started on the project tonight, I wanted to share with you. If you have, I hope I can do this. If you have Family Dollar in your area, you may want to go. Their Christmas stuff was 75% off. And they have these little guys. 75% off of this little guy. So I got him for less than $1. And I got a whole, well, I shouldn't say a whole bunch, I got 11 of them. And then I sat down after I got home, after I settled down, and I took them apart. So now I have this truck. I have 11 of these trucks, and I have 11 of these plaques. Whoopsie! And I have 11 of these wires that can be used for wire handles with beads and stuff. And I have 33 of these little Christmas trees that can be used for Christmas next year, all for 75 cents. All the projects I can do with all of this for 75 cents. So get your Family Dollar if you have one. Just telling you. I just had to share that. I got excited about those little trucks. As a matter of fact, I had started painting this pizza pan to do something with, and I think what I'm going to do is repaint the truck because I've caulked all the holes to show, I did some spackle in all the holes. There are holes, quite a bit of holes because of the way they were assembled. So there were holes in the tire, in the wheels, and that one's loose. I'm going to have to re-glue it, and I'm going to repaint it, however I want to do it. And I want to stencil Love Grows Here on here somehow with the truck, and then I want to do a bouquet of hearts coming out of the back. So maybe I'll do that as a live, maybe a pre-recorded, I'm not sure. I might do one first. I have a tendency to do things first online. Yeah, anyway. But tonight, since I don't have what I need to do the quads like I had originally planned, I thought I would do this little pillow that I found. I found 3 pillows at Salvation Army and 2 of them were blue, so I'm saving them for Easter. Let me step back a little bit. There we go. This one is pink, and I love the little white fringe. It might be a little too much for everyday decoration. It might not, just depends on your taste. However, I think it would be adorable for Valentine's Day. And I could choose to do both sides or leave one blank and do one side because there's no, you know, seam. But tonight I'm just going to do one side for time's sake. And I decided to put this one on here. I thought that would be cute. So I'm going to do white, and magenta, fuchsia, not magenta, fuchsia and white. So this will definitely be a permanent because I've got my heat set right here. Let me see if I can lower you down so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so I'm going to turn the camera a little bit so you can see. Here's my little heat press. Got my blow dryer. I've got my water over here to put the stencil in when I'm done. Got a hair on the table that I'm going to take off. And this is my workstation. It's not the cleanest, but I keep working so it keeps getting dirtier. And I clean it and it gets dirty and I clean it. So, first thing I need to do is take the pillow out. This particular one is zip up. So yeah, I was at Salvation Army looking for a sheet that I can cut apart to make a wreath. And I saw this and the 2 blue ones. I put them away. They're not handy to grab. And I couldn't pass them up because they're just too cute. So I grabbed them. And I'm going to make a little Valentine pillow. All right. Now, I forgot a piece of cardboard to put in between, so the ink doesn't go through. Let's see if I don't think I have anything close by. Oh goodness, I am so sorry to do this to you. I'm going to have to leave you for just a second. Let me take this plastic off with here. I'm laying that there. I center it on the pillow so that it sticks to it and it will just stay in one place while I'm working. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put a towel underneath that so that it's not sliding. You see how slippery it is? There we go. There, that's better. I don't want it moving around. So the zipper's on the bottom, so I've got it right side up facing me, and I need to run and get a cardboard to put inside here. I'll be right back. I promise it won't be long. Okay, sorry about that. So I just got this cardboard. Now I'm slipping it in here, I think. There. Now it won't transfer to the other side. It'll only show up on one side. Now this is our XOXO, y'all, 8.5 by 11 stencil. Brand new, still in the package, not anymore, but it was. So I will write on the back. So I just wrote, I could have just written back, but I like to write what it is. That way if I do another 8.5 by 11 stencil, I'll put it on the right one. Yes, I obsess about that. Now, oh, I may have to do, ooh, I may have to do that on one side. Oh my goodness. Okay, anyway, I'm going to do this here. I plan to do the heart in the fuchsia and the rest of it in the white. I want to fuzz it just a little bit. It won't need a whole lot. And the reason I'm doing that is so that it doesn't stick like crazy when I want to peel it off. So I've got it on my tacky towel. If you don't have a tacky towel, that's okay. You can put it on your shirt, put it on your pants. If you have a towel that, I don't know if you want to use like a bath towel because it leaves a lot of lint balls behind. But something, some kind of fabric. I mean, even a, I don't know. A shirt, yeah. You can just grab a shirt from your closet, lay it on the table, and then I can't get it off the. These are crazy sticky when they're brand new. That should be enough. Considering that I'm putting it on fabric, this should be okay, just like that. All right. Now I want to center this on the pillow. So I am going to use a ruler to check all 4 directions because I want it as centered as I can possibly get it. So first I'm going to guess right about here. Okay. Oh, I got it that way. Now let's see if I did it this way. 1 3/4. 4. Nope, not even 4. 3 1/2. Okay, so I got it evenly this way, but I didn't this way. So I'm going to move it down a little bit. Now, really quick lesson in this tutorial. When you are removing your stencil after you have chalked or inked it, or even when you're just trying to get it in the right position, you don't ever just want to grab it by the corner and just rip it off. What you want to do is you want to grab it by the corner to lift it, but then go ahead and work your way toward the center, right here in the center. And it's better to go this way than this way, so that you don't stretch it out. If you stretch out your stencil, you may end up stretching out your design, and it just won't look right. So now I don't want to remove it completely because I know where I want it horizontally. It's so sticky still. This is awesome. Okay. So now, oh, I just moved it all over the place. Flatten that back out. I'm not going to stick it. Measure this way and measure this way. Not quite. So I need to come down a little lower. lay that flat again. Measure this way. And that way. Now I got a little too low. I'm sorry. I hope I don't spend the whole entire evening adjusting this. All right. Move it up just a tad. Let's see if that worked. Four and a quarter. Haha, 4 1/4. Okay, so now okay, I'm centered. So now I'm going to flatten it out, work out all the air bubbles. I think I need to move this back a little bit. There we go. So I've been in denial a little bit, everybody. My computer, it was a gift, a birthday gift in 2012, my laptop. And it's been showing signs of old age for a little while. And last night I was snapped into reality by somebody who knows a bit about computers and told me it's time. It's time to retire my laptop and get another one. And I'm not that excited about it because I don't know a whole lot about computers to begin with. And to go out and buy one and getting the right one, that's kind of scary for me. Oh, this is paste. I don't want paste. Amazingly enough, I don't have fuchsia in the ink. So I'm just going to do it all white. Alright. I really don't need to be doing this. I don't know why I am. Habit, I guess. Okay. So this is the squeegee. That's the cut apart squeegee. You can use it like this if you like, or you can cut it in half and have two smaller pieces like this, but you really don't need to because they come that way in a pack of 24. Or you can cut them down so that you have a little bitty one. So there's the two. That's about 1/3 of it right there, and you could cut it even more. You could cut 2/3 and then cut the 1/3 in half, so that's little tiny, but that wouldn't be necessary to go that small because if you have tiny areas to work in and you want to be extra careful, we have these that come in really small sizes so that you can have them for the tiny little areas in some of your stencils and some of your designs. And then we have this one too that's got a little, just a little one right there. So all kinds of different options as far as the squeegees go to make the job easier to do. But tonight, since it's such a big design, I'm just going to use this. And I'm a little disappointed that I don't have fuchsia ink. I'm not disappointed, I'm just really, really surprised. As many colors as I have. Anyway, all right, so this is going to be so simple. I'm just going to scoop some of this out That's kind of big. Let me do it this way. I'll use my stir stick to scoop some out. Put it here. I'm probably, whoa, yeah, I'm scooping out too much. And I'm gonna, holding the squeegee at an angle, not straight up and down, but at an angle. I'm just gonna carefully spread it on the stencil. I say carefully because you do not want to go off the edge. This ink is not as forgiving as the chalk, but the chalk can even be tough to get off the fabric as well. So you don't want to get the ink in places that you don't want it. So, especially right here, it's very close to the edge compared to the other one. This will be permanently set when I'm finished, and it is machine washable. I have a shirt, I'll tell you, I have a shirt that I made months ago, and I wear it quite a bit. I like to wear it because I made it. And it has my little hashtag Twisted Chalker on the back, and it has a little message on the front. It's got a little Magnolia Design Company on the sleeve, and I have worn it and washed it and worn it and washed it and worn it and washed it, and it looks better than some of the shirts that I purchased, worn once and washed once. So I just love this stuff. Now I'm just I like to just go over it a little bit, make sure the ink gets in there really good. I want good, even coverage as best as possible so that it all comes out the same. When I first started, I could see pink through the white, so I'm going to make sure I don't see any pink through the white. Now, for something like this too, it probably would be best if you don't start off like this and then start doing this. If you go nuts and with it, you'll cause it to bleed, and you don't want it to bleed. So you just want to be smooth and even layers. Now I'm going to start scraping off the excess by holding the squeegee straight up and down. Now I scraped it off. I don't know if you can see it, but I can still see pink. See that? I don't like that. So I'm going to put more on. I don't really want to be seeing pink. I want to make sure I got good coverage. This is the first time I've inked something and I've seen the color coming through when I scrape off the excess. It could just be because of the fabric. We'll see. So again, I'm holding the squeegee straight up and down. I'm not seeing a lot of the pink. I'm seeing a little bit, but not a lot. Taking the excess off, putting it back in the jar. Just like that. That way nothing's wasted. And this stuff lasts a long time, depending, you know, how much you do. I inked and inked and inked quite a bit before Christmas, making towels and shirts and stuff with Christmas pictures. And then I stopped inking because I started making more projects. But this stuff lasts quite a while. All right. This is something I'm doing for the first time with this pillowcase. If it works well, which I'm sure it's going to, but it is me I'm talking about here. If it works well, I'm going to do the other side with that mandala. I think it'd be awesome. I'm just kind of trying to cover up the pink areas a little bit more. Okay. So now I'm going to peel it. Make sure there's I I have ink on my hands and I don't want ink on them. On the pillowcase, I'm going to make sure I get all the ink off my hands first. Okay. Now, I have a little tub of water over here. I mentioned that in the beginning. So I'm going to place this in the tub of water once I get it peeled off. I could have used a little less stickiness. Oh my goodness, look at that heart. I love polka dots. There we go. Oh, you know, I'm glad I stayed with just white anyway. Now I know I thought I wanted a fuchsia heart, but I love the white. Okay, I'm going to tuck this in here in the water so it doesn't get messed up with the ink. Dry my hands. You guys, look at this. That is so cute. All right, now I'm going to move the ink out of the way. And take the cardboard out. I have the blow dryer here. It's not necessary, but I like to, before I mess with it too much, I like to pass the blow dryer over it. So if the noise is going to be too loud for you, just turn your volume down because it gets pretty loud. So now it's time to heat set it so it'll be permanent. So I have my heat press here. I've got it on and it has warmed up to 305. You can also use an iron. So all you would need is your ironing board and get your iron and have it set for cotton levels, for your cotton level. And what you want to do is get not wax paper, parchment paper. Thank you. Parchment paper. And for this particular item, I'm going to put one inside and one on top. So I put this inside so that it doesn't seep through, so I don't heat set it on the other side. I don't think it will, but just in case. And then I'll put this on top. And if you have an iron that's set at cotton heating, the cotton setting, what you would do is you would iron over this, all of it, for 4 minutes. Okay, but I'm going to use my heat press, my stencil, and it'll take about 30 seconds. So I'm going to place it so that it covers the entire design, and set this timer. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I forgot. I always forget. Oh. Towels under it. Hopefully it'll be okay. I'm supposed to put this under it, but I always forget. And I warped I had a self-healing board that I could cut on, and I warped it, and I'm hoping I don't get it too hot on the table. Alright, so that's 30 seconds. Before I do anything, I'm going to put this underneath. Okay, so this is a big design and a lot of ink. So my guess is that it's not completely dry, and I can tell because the paper is sticking to it. See how the paper is sticking to it? And I don't want to pull up any of the ink. So I'm going to do it one more time. 14 more seconds. Okay. Peel it off. It's still a little stuck to it. And it's still a little tacky. So I'm going to do it one more time. And then, once this 30 seconds is over, I'm going to turn it inside out, put the parchment paper inside, and then put another parchment paper on top, and then do the heat again for 30 seconds. Or if you're ironing, use the iron over it for 4 minutes. You kind of will probably have to do more than 4 minutes because you'll probably have to do it in sections. You want to catch the whole thing. 4 minutes on the whole thing. So that's that. Take this out. Oh, I forgot about this. See, it's kind of messed up. Hopefully it gets back to normal when it cools off. So this is the side that I put the stencil on. I want that side to be up. And I definitely need the parchment paper in there now because the ink is directly on top of the other side of the fabric. If you put wax paper, it will not be good news. It will most likely pull up the design. I think I did it once before. And by mistake, not by mistake, I bought some parchment paper at the dollar store on sale for 50 cents. And I thought it was good to use. And it totally ruined my design. So do not use parchment paper from the dollar store. Small tip. Okay, 30 seconds. Or 4 minutes if you're ironing. 4 minutes for each section that the iron covers. When I started doing a whole bunch of these towels and stuff, I was ironing at first, but it got to be very lengthy and very tiring, and so I broke down and ordered this on Amazon, and I've just been using it to death. I love it. No stick. Parchment paper out. Send it away for now. Turn this back right side out. It was still a little tacky. You know what? Just for my own peace of mind, I'm going to do it one more time because of the tackiness. I may be doing it too much. I shouldn't say too much because it doesn't hurt it, but I just feel better about its permanency and it not getting messed up if it's not still tacky when I'm done heat setting it. So that tells me it's completely dry. 5 more seconds. Alright, now all I have to do is stuff the pillow back in there. It's deformed. Oh my gosh, I centered it just right. I'm so happy with the turnout. I caught one of the fringes in the zipper. So I showed this to my roommate, and she was like, oh, if you can take the fringes off. And I told her, but I like the fringes. And let me put this up so we can show you better. Hi there. All right. So, trying to get the pillow to sit even. There it is. XOXO, y'all. This is going to be an adorable pillow to sit on a chair, on your bed, on the couch, anywhere that you would normally put a pillow for decoration. So that's it. It's permanent. It's machine washable. And I might even put something like this on the other side so that if a person likes pink for their room, they could use that side for every day and then turn it around for Valentine's Day. That's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me. Or if you're watching the replay, thank you for watching. And the link to the supplies to make things like this will be in the description. And the pillow, I'm sorry, it is a Salvation Army find. This is what I like to do. This is my favorite thing to do. To find little things like this at the Salvation Army, thrift stores, wherever, yard sales, and spruce them up, and then either keep them or put them in my booth. So, yeah, all right. Okay, I won't keep you anymore. It's Friday night, so have a good rest of your evening, and I'll be back Sunday at about 7. And Sunday I'll do one of the beginner's kits that I've put together to make available to people. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.